when you put on the weapons, you're part of history.
If you really want to understand how low we literally have gotten is, look at this shit.
Let's go, baby, Rab's house! Woo!
Jerry, you got to do better than this, bro. You got to do better than this. There you go, my man.
Let's go.
Damn,
Right,
they calling this the, you know what? There ain't enough Cowboy fans here to call it the Cowboys house. They might just take this mother humper over. So.
What is up, my Ramelia fans of the Los Angeles Rams? Today is game day. First preseason game versus the Cowgirls. You got the America's team versus the Cowboys at SoFi Stadium. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday, getting ready for the game. We're going to see a lot of Stetson Bennett, hopefully. From what I understand, originally, earlier in the week, Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't going to play. So hopefully they'll get Stetson Bennett as many reps as he can. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here. Thank you for joining me. And I'm taking my banner off because it's messing with my stream here. I can see it. Okay, here we go. But appreciate you guys. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see Jared Verse and Fisk and the guys. Fisk got poked in the eye, scared us because they were saying they're taking him off the field, and we're like, no. With all the damn injuries, you got 3 offensive linemen hurt. We basically are filling guys in. And so when you see the reports of, the Chargers are having a great day on offense, on defense, and the Cowboys were unstoppable at certain points in the defense and in the practice game, it's because we have 3 starters in the middle that are gone, especially left tackle. So they, of course, things are going to get disrupted, but that's just the way it is. That's football. And that's the way that goes. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in and checking out the live. And I just want to come on before game day. I wanted to come on earlier this week, but it's just been kind of busy this week. Makes some time to come out, and but I'm looking forward to the game. My guy Willie Bowen. LA Rams will always be my favorite team. Orange Soap, yes indeed. Willie Bowen. Jimmy, yo, Rudy, what's up, bro? Salute us. You said the Fresno, all right, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you from Fresno. Looking forward to the game, brother, as well. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you, Jimmy. Tyson, breaking up update. Bus Rider Purdy just threw another pick. Philly Card Special. Yo, how you doing, man? This is Mike Slagan. Mike Slagan. Let me get it up here. Thank you for that. Let's see. Testing. Okay, I'll hold it here. I got to set up my microphone. When I get a more permanent location, I'll have a microphone set up like I used to. But thank you for that. Appreciate you, Philly. Appreciate you. The Helmet Pod. Yo, how you doing, man? Appreciate you. He says, you guys are crappy. Well, 10-17, and we're returning with reloaded young guys. We'll see, man. Remember, the only team in the NFC, the last team in the NFC won the Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens. And I like this comment. I'm under the helmet. Rudy's the biggest home right now. Well, that's not true. I do appreciate my team. I love my team. Bring what comes, success that comes with what they do, but also I call them out as Ben Skoranek and the other guys can attest when they're not doing well. They get called out. So, but of course, that's just the way that it goes. Of course, we're going to give this team props. I mean, look, the Rams have been back in Los Angeles, and let's see, 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 8 years, and they've gone to 2 Super Bowls. They won 1. They won 3 NFC division titles, and they got a new head coach after we got rid of Jeff Fisher, and they took the Lombardi home to Los Angeles. So not bad. Mike tonight, how you doing, man? Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. It's, Kelly Stafford with her podcast and talking about the early days. She was trying to land her man Stafford. So Jimmy G. Michael, how you doing, brother? Michael Money says, "What's up, Mr. Woody and the Ramili? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in." And still lagging, still lagging. All right, hold on. I hate these little clip-on microphones. There we go. There we go. Put a little louder for you. And all right, all right. There's my guy Gil. Rudy, how you doing, brother? What's up, Amelia? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Gil. Hopefully we'll see you. We'll see at the game, so it'd be cool. Let's see. Oh, there's my guy podcast, by the way. You said Kyrie Williams is better than CMC. No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. I said last year in CMC's, and listen to the words carefully. I'm going to just, before I even get back to that, my main point. CMC has done it for years. He's been one of the better running backs in the NFL. Now with the Niners, he's able to get off better because Kyle Shanahan's scheming, and they have weapons all over, so you can't really focus in on as much on CMC as you could with the Panthers. Now, last year he was having the best season of his life. He was having an MVP, Offensive Player of the Year type season, and by the time we got rid of Cam Akers and we put in Kyrie Williams, the production was very similar to CMC's best season. So, and this is a young guy. He just has to learn how to stay healthy. He's got to get his. He's only early in his career. He's got to get his full pro adult body. Hopefully that will help as he matures into a bigger dude and able to withstand the hits. But then also now we got Blake Corum, so production might fall off a little bit because he'll be sharing the ball, but also to keep him fresher and healthy. But you have to admit, if you look at the stats last year, Kyrie Williams' production was right there with CMC, and that CMC's best season. And also the yards per game was higher than CMC. So I did say he's better, but the production was similar. And it says, okay, so let me do something. Pardon me one second. I'm going to see if I can fix this choppy audio. I don't know what's going on. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, so hopefully that'll fix it. I just left and came back in, reset it. Thank you, Stockton, my guy Stockton. All right, let's see. Willie Bunce says, hey, Rudy, 12-2 for the LA Rams. Love it. You 15-2, you mean? I love it. Yes, indeed. Steve-O, how you doing, Steve-O? Nobody can hear you with the creepy stash. Hopefully it's much better. Thank you, Philly. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I don't know. So, sometimes because I have some videos that I just loaded and they're queued up. StreamYard messes with this sometimes. So thank you. Appreciate the input. Steve-O's comedy. There you go. I got you, Willie Bone. I got you. I knew exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, my mustache looks darker with the shadows, but it's okay. All right, let's see. Hi, baby. All right, let's see. Let's get into a clip. So, there's a couple things I want to show you as well. So, everybody remembers this game, right? Carson Wentz goes in. I wish he was still our backup. We have Jimmy G there. He'll be fine. He's a backup. At one time was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Was the Niners starter. Took him to the NFC Championship game twice and the Super Bowl, and lost like Brock Purdy did. But he's our backup, and he struggled as a starter. But he doesn't have to be the starter. He's a backup. and I say that because um, Carson Wentz game. This is from that game when we broke the streak. It was the battle of the backups bowl, and even though the Niners did play some of their starters for the first few series trying to stop Puka, they had Javarius Ward on Puka. He still got the record. But so here's that, right? And then there's this, right? The Mickey Mouse hands with the ram horns in the LA, right? So the symbol, okay. And you got to tip your hat to the guy who did that, who's Michael Hoyt, after getting a sack or a stop. Can't remember which one it was, but he did that right there. And then look at the Niner fans in the background. That's a real picture, with their head over there, doing the Niner pose in the playoffs where they have the head down and the head on top of the head behind the LA. Look right above it. That's hilarious. Perfect. And then here he is with the tattoo. So tip your hat to Michael Hoyt. He's a real one. Hopefully this year with Shula, with Chris Shula, that we're not going to have him too much trying to guard tight ends like the Lions' best tight end in the playoffs. Hopefully he'll be able to pin his ear back and get after the quarterback a little more. I hated when they would have him trying to guard athletic tight ends and instead of take him off the pass rush. But that is what that is. But yeah, check the tattoo there. So that's pretty cool. I wanted to show you guys that. Michael Hoyt's a real one, and glad that we got him. My guy Willie Bone says, "I'm all all the LA Rams tight ends get a lot of reception yardage and TDs this upcoming season." Yeah, we're very deep at tight end. Hopefully Higbee will come back as soon as possible. But Tyler Davis, Davis Allen, Tyler Hunter, Davis Allen. We got some really good players when it comes to that, and I always forget the other guy from that we got from Detroit. Was it Detroit? No, the other tight. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hold on, that's gonna bother me now. Hold on. That's gonna bother me now. Parkinson. Kobe Parkinson. That's what I was trying to get. He had some pretty good plays in training camp and pre-season early workouts in training camp. Sorry. There we go. Yep. Momo Warren says, "We gave you the game so you can feel better about yourselves." Actually, no. It was funny because that was the battle of the backups bowl. All backups. And Carson Wentz was going in. He was, I think, he was undefeated or something. And here he comes beating the Niners again. If anything, that's why we should have kept him as the backup. I really prefer him, but it is what it is. Steve with the shots fired. Jimmy will start more games in Stafford. Hopefully not. I don't see that, but we have to get our offensive line on track and playing. We cannot have this helter-skelter line, or else that could be true. But I don't see that. Momo says, "We don't consider you rivals anymore." Well, that's unfortunate because, in the regular season, you guys have had our number recently, but still, and when it comes to the postseason, the Rams beat the Niners in the biggest game, and but that's okay. You don't really have to when the team that wins the games when they're supposed to. Um, and the other team can't get it right, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, honestly, you really do because Niner fans are always at training camp for the Rams. They can't get enough of LA. Yep. Joshua, how you doing? Let's see. Jeff Ron Jr. says, "Yo." He says, "Well, Weiner's going 7-10." Yeah, Hunter Long. Thank you, Willie Bone. Hunter Long, Davis Allen. I'm a really big fan of Davis Allen. I like what he can do. He's a little light in the pants when it comes to blocking and stuff like that. He's a tall, lanky guy, strong, but not kind of thick like a Higbee. Withstand some bigger blocks. And then Kobe Parkinson looking pretty good. He didn't really get a chance with the other team that he was with. So yeah, we're really deep in the tight end position. Gave us the game. It doesn't matter. It's a game that didn't really matter, but in both games against the Niners, by the way, last year, Puka Nacua set records in both of them. Debo says, is Bennett QB3? He's technically QB3 because Jimmy Garoppolo is the QB2 backup because he's the veteran presence behind Stafford. But Stetson Bennett could actually beat him out, and that's what we're looking forward to see Stetson Bennett with a refocused. No one ever handed him anything. He was a walk-on at Georgia, left the Jones College, I believe it was. Then came back to Georgia, was a backup, then won the job, got the job, starting job, won 2 national championships. The guy's a dog. Let's see. Momo says, we beat you in the NFC as well. Yeah, 1989, and then we got revenge. 1989, I remember that game very well. Rams offensive line was beat up. They just beat the New York Giants and Philadelphia Eagles in wars on the road, only to face a rested Niner team that they watered down the Candlestick Park floor. So Flipper Anderson and Henry Allard couldn't fleet-footed guys couldn't take off, and home field advantage gamesmanship. And the Rams still took the lead, 3-0. And then Jim Everett reared back, threw the ball to Flipper Anderson. It was a deep pass, would have been a touchdown. The last minute, Ronnie Lott knocked it out, and then they couldn't keep the pass rush off of them because the line was beat up, kind of like our line is right now with the injuries. But it is what it is. Here's my guy Sal. Hello, Rudy. Hello, everyone. Go Rams. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Let's get into a clip. Here. Let's see. So we're looking forward to. I'm going to go into the. There's a 5 players to watch, but by the way, too, you guys saw that in the opening. The Cowboys have their training camp in Oxnard, and the Ram fans are excited for the game today, and Ram fans are excited for the season upcoming. And there was a big contingent of Vermillia at the Oxnard Cowboys training camp, and my guy, fellow YouTuber but Cowboys content creator, Mark Holmes, as I showed you in the earlier clip in the beginning of the intro, noticed that because Ram fans were everywhere. Here we go.
If you really want to understand how low we literally have gotten, is look at this shit.
Let's go, baby, Rams house. Woo!
Jerry, you got to do better than this, bro.
That's pretty good. But there was pictures of Ram fans there. I forgot the guy's name. His last name is Law. He's a content creator, Cowboys there. He was doing streams of the lives and videos for Cowboys fans, and he said, yeah, there's about more than half of our Ram fans. So the Rams were checking out the Ram fans were checking out the Rams at their practice. And then here we go. Getting ready for game day. There it is, inside the locker room. Ready for it. I cannot wait.
Like he'd be talking to you on the phone, and you're trying to have a conversation with them. Like
Joshua Cardi had a hot day. I think it was something like 7 for 7 in kicks in different field goal ranges and field goal distances ranges, and then he had a rough outing, like something like 2 out of 5 or something. But that's what happens as long as it's preseason. And then so there's a couple of things you guys probably saw it. So Matthew Stafford had a play where he dropped back, right, and versus the Cowboys in the Oxnard practice. He dropped back. He saw the rush. He moved to his left, right, a little shake and bake. Dropped the ball off to, I didn't see who the receiver was. The ball got tipped up. It bounced into his hands, and then he dove in for the touchdown. So here's that clip. Pretty cool clip. Check this out. I have another version of that. Let's see if it's any better. Let's see. It's only preseason, fun little thing. But is that a sign? Is that a sign? Good fortune is coming for Stafford's way this year. I would love it. Then also too, you guys probably saw. So we're talking about Jared Verse, Agent Zero, Byron Young coming off for the other edge, Fisk, Bobby Brown the third, and also too Bobby Brown the third. I haven't been on in a little bit, so he got a little heat for the guys have been going after it. It's hot, training camp, workouts in training camp, and he took his pads off a little early. And I think it was McVay that kind of got into him a little bit with that. You want to finish practice, basically, and that was kind of not a good thing to do. Doesn't look good. It's bad form, and so the young player, basically, but he's been playing. He's going to be a force in the middle with next to Kobe Turner. But I just wanted to bring that to you because a little bit of undiscipline, that's what's going to happen with young players on that. But he would not pull that with Aaron Donald there, though. I'll tell you that. Um, so it's up to Kobe Turner to take the man on. He's been doing that, but looking forward to it. But I say that to say this that Jared Verse is him. He likes to talk in camp, kind of like an LT, and just saying audio wise, not comparing him. Of course, he's too young. He hasn't done anything in the NFL, but he's talking. He yaps, and they said he can back it up too. And him and Verse are doing stunts and stuff. Check this out. You guys have probably seen it already, but the way he manhandles the Cowboys lineman here. Check this out, and check out the pointing down. Here we go.
You gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.
And for the people in the back, let's look at that again.
You gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.
One play, not a big deal, but I just thought that was cool, man. We're looking forward to these guys doing their thing, and I think they're gonna be really good this year with that offense, with that defense. The offense, hopefully, with the offensive line, will get back. They'll be back before game one. The offense will carry the team at times with the veterans on that offense, and the defense will, like last year. I was saying that the offense is going to carry the team, and the defense came out lights out, and I expect similar things with that. But I really like that. Let's see. Hey, Stockton, are you able to come in real quick? Let's see. My guy Momo says, I hear excuses. No excuses. Momo, I have a question for you. So I'm assuming that you're a Niner fan, right? So how has it been? I don't know if you're 30 years or older. I'm assuming you're older, but how has it been 30 years with no Super Bowl? And then you have the audacity to come in here and brag about regular season wins. This is why I call you Niner fans, and it's all in fun, so don't get butt hurt. This is why I call Niner fans the regular season empire, because they don't win in the postseason. They're just happy to be. They're basically bridesmaids of the NFL now. They get to the Super Bowl, they get their free bag of goodies, and they get the confetti from the other team being dropped on their head. Debo goes to the tunnel and cries. Niner fans shake their head, and basically, I'm going to say this: to be a Niner fan in the modern age is to CPS might come to your house and pick up your kids, because basically you're basically giving them a life of misery. You're going to have them age faster than they should with all that misery over there. And then you got Trent Williams holding out, and then you got Ayuk on social media, a bunch of divas over there. They have been good. They've been doing what they should with that loaded roster, but somehow they can't win the big game. But we'll see what happens. And like I said, we're just having fun with you. So, but that's why as Brown fans, we can we can make fun of you guys still, even though you've had our number in the regular season. We won that big one. Trey area, Trey, he's been struggling. I'm rooting for the guy. Hopefully he'll be good. When it turns out he's gone through a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, the Niners drafted him and they didn't develop him, and they got lucky with Brock Purdy. He was able to come in and do what he needs to do in that offense. But it's crazy how much they gave up for that guy. Willie Bone says Dallas Cowboys should have their own training site in Dallas Fort Worth. I agree, Willie. I agree. The only reason why I'm not talking more smack about that is because Jerry Jones, like I've alluded to before, was on board with Stan Kroenke, and he and those two, Stan Kroenke, um, Jerry Jones, the elite owners, the Robert Kraft, the Steelers owners, the Browns owners, the old school, the Green Bay owners. Those are the elite owners. Those guys sit at the big table. Um, Jerry Jones, like I said, um, owners like Spanos and Jed York and little Jed York, and they sit at the back table. But Jerry Jones helped the owners get on board with Stan Kroenke's idea to bring the Rams back. And as a as a as a caveat, we had to bring the Chargers with us to our stadium. We rent the stadium to them to use only for their games. But so I don't have a problem with. I don't like it, but I don't have a problem with it because Jerry Jones helped the Rams come back to Los Angeles. So we'll see what happens. Stockman says, "I love the shit show. It's excuse my language, shit show in Santa Clara, full of cancers and malcontents. There, you should never see that with McVay's team. Yeah, the diva crew over there." Stockman says, "Nobody respects Shanahan, and he doesn't know how to communicate with players." Woo! Shots fired. Baxter says, "We finally got another good lineman in Pooney. I heard about Pooney. Sometimes you get a guy and he just works out. That's really good, man. That's one thing I'm going to tell you about John Lynch and Shanahan is they knew that the problem, even way back when the Rams beat him in the championship game in 2001, 3 years ago, they knew that they needed to fix that right side of the O-line, and they didn't. And then Brock Purdy ended up getting hurt. Luckily, he's able to come back, and he hasn't had any lingering problems. But that is crazy that they never fixed that. They replaced one average guy with another average guy. Crazy. 1994 lives on. It's like, my guy Gilbert Reese, how you doing, brother? Let me know what game you play. Let me know what game you play going to. I'll let you know for sure, brother. Appreciate you. Ram fan says, "Can't wait to see Bennett versus Lance." Stockton Bennett. Listen, Stockton Bennett. Stockton's here. Stetson Bennett. Um, is I'm looking forward to it, man. The guy can deal. The guy can fill the rush. He can run. He's a gamer. He basically, like I said before, um, he basically can have similar success like Brock Purdy with this team, with McVay, with this offensive line, with this running game. When Stafford hangs it up, more experience behind Stafford, he can do the things that Brock Purdy is because he's basically just dealing, not making mistakes. When there's nothing there, run the ball, spread the ball out. But he's got a little bit stronger arm and he's got a little more personality. He still has to do it. You can't just say he's going to do it, but I see him doing that. The guy, nobody ever gave him anything. Let's see. Simon says, "I can't come in because I'm out at lunch with people." Oh, you're good, brother. You're good. No problem, man. Appreciate you coming in here. Eric Carly's TV channel. Gabriel says, TV channel for the Rams versus Cowboys. Tell you right now. Tell you right now. It's going to be. Hold on. All right, so I got NFL Network.
And now Nicole is the shortest one.
I thought it was going to be on channel. Hold on, let me get the old TV guide out. I thought it was going to be on regular TVs here in SoCal as well. There we go, listings. I'll tell you right now. The Olympics are on. Props to LeBron and the guys. Curry went off. People say he should have been people said he should have been the MVP instead of LeBron, but LeBron was driving to the hoop, man. He was leading the way too. Those were some big shots. You could have gone either way. You can even could have did co-MVPs. I didn't even see the game. I just saw the highlights, and I was like, uh, Curry was crazy. Oh wow. Okay, so Channel 2, there's golf until 3 o'clock. NBC has the Paris Olympics, and let's see. Hold on. Fox says local programming. So the NFL Network, it looks like, unless you guys have more information. But I'm looking at TV Guide. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gilbert says, let me know what game behind you going to so we can stop by and pick me up at handicap parking, my brother. Oh, let me know what game you plan on going to so you can stop by and pick me up at handicap parking. Oh, you're awesome, brother. Thank you, Gilbert. Appreciate you, brother. Looking forward to the game today, man. I'm so looking forward to it. That's really nice of you. Baxter says, y'all won and your ring is already more forgettable than that. No, actually, it's not. Arguably, the Rams one ring has more diamonds than all five of the Niners rings. I'm just kidding. It's bigger than any ring except for last year's ring. So it opens up and you can see the SoFi Stadium inside. It's got a piece of the NFL ball they use, one of the balls. Legend was that there's a mini version of the escalator, and they left like teeny versions of the Niners SoFi escalator gang going up the stadium after they going down the stadium after the NFC Championship game. But it's an awesome ring, man. It's an awesome ring. Channel 7, thank you, Sal. It's not Channel 7 didn't show here. Thank you, Sal. I thought it was on TV. I haven't even looked at it. Let's see. CBS, ABC. That's interesting. It says local, whatever. Thank you, Sal. I'll go with what Sal said. 1:30, a local programming. So that must be the local programming. How horrible for TV Guide not even to have that detail. But thank you, Sal. I appreciate you, brother. I knew it had to be on regular TV. Thank you, Rubio. That's crazy. I'm looking right at, you can't see it, but I'm looking right at TV Guide. You know, in my day, they had the little book, but it just says local program. Doesn't even say nothing about NFL. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Willie Bond says, Rudy, you think that Les Snead will try some, uh, what do you think Les Snead will try some Olympic U.S. Track team to the LA Rams practice squad? Try to sign some LA. You know what? That's a great question because if you remember, the Rams back in the day had Ron Brown, and I know that Willie remembers him. Ron Brown was a force in the kickoff return. Um, okay, excuse me, Renardo Nehemiah with the 49ers too, guys in track. That would be a great idea. Sometimes they just might not be able to catch very good, but they're very athletic. That would be a very interesting thing, especially with the new rules for kickoffs and stuff like that for a kickoff returner. Rubio Bleeds Blue says, whoa, you lost in the Super Bowl again. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Daniel Berry, for coming in. Tribe says, Peo is doing a live stream. Cool. I was going to ask Peo if he was going to, but I haven't been able to even go on his show. So thank you, Tribe. Says, Brandon Cryuk cannot not signed yet. It's crazy that listen, Brandon Ayuk is a talent. Okay, Kyle Shanahan, and I do this as tongue in cheek. When I make fun of the Niners, I can't stand the Niners, but I like to make fun of them. They give me 30 years of material. Now, Cal Shanahan is a great offensive play caller. He reminds me of Mike Martz. Brianna, doll, do me a favor. Take off the bird's blanket. Um, we have little what kind of birds are those, babe? Cockatoos? The birds? Parakeets, little parakeets. And we covered them at night and we forgot to take the cover off. Stay your ass asleep. Um, so uh on their cage so they can fall asleep. Otherwise, too much light, they might not get some sleep. But so I was just saying this. So Mike March did a lot of mistakes when he was at the Rams. We actually left rings on the table in St. Louis with that great show on turf. You have Brandon Ayuk, you have Debo. They featured Debo in the Super Bowl and they lost. And they threw 11 passes to him. I think Ayuk had something like 3 to 5 or something passes tried to him. Now, some of that was because the right side of the old line, like I said, was not that good, and they ran right in right at the goal line. So, but it's crazy. Now they're trying to say, oh, we want a first round pick or a second round pick. Reports are that. But you don't even want to pay your guy wide receiver one money. How are you going to ask for top dollar now? You basically diluted the offer. And then he doesn't want. Then also too, he's mixed up too because there was reports that they offered him 30 million more money than the Niners were offering, and he didn't want to go there. Well, dude, like Shannon Sharp said, do you want to get paid or not? Stop, cut it out, right? If you're not going to get paid in Santa Clara, then go somewhere else. And you may not be happy with the um, you may not say hi. That's my granddaughter. You may not be happy with what you're getting, or where you're going, but get that bag, man. What are you doing? It's crazy, but yeah, it's crazy. Santa Clara. Let's see. Let's see. Say hi. Say go Rams. She's eating her apple. Say go Rams. Let's see. Stockman says, Rudy, was that you talking to Ronald yesterday while he was doing his live stream? No, that wasn't me. Was it somebody talking on an audio thing or called in? It wasn't me. Or are you talking about on the chat? Because I don't even go there anymore. I go in there. I go, I'm there already. And just so you guys know, there's a couple of imposters that have my logo and avatar, and they go in there, and people are talking to them, people, and it's not even me. They think it's me. Rubio says, move the Niners to Oakland. It's closer to San Francisco than Santa Clara. Thank you, Steve. BL had 6, caught 3, 6 attempts. Thank you. Yeah, so imagine that if and Steve, this drives my guy Steve. Steve's a Niner fan, but he's a good dude. That'd be like who? Let's see. I don't want to use Puka because he's been really great. Let's say Demarcus Robinson. He's been very good for us, right? I'm just going to say that because Debo, he's not the same player running routes as he is doing the gadget plays and running the ball. Let's say you have Cooper Kupp and you have Demarcus Robinson as the 2 main receivers, and you throw the ball more to Demarcus Robinson than Cooper Kupp. That's what they did with Debo and Ayuk, and that would drive me nuts. And if I was a Niner fan, because Ayuk is a cancer, and you know what? It's crazy. The guy goes on a podcast. Would you listen? And I know Niner fans that are in here and Ram fans understand this too. One of the great things about Puka Nakua, Demarcus Robinson, Cooper Kupp, by the way, who's a Super Bowl champion MVP, 3-time Triple Crown winner, they wouldn't go to the media or to try to get leverage or to try to act dumb on some podcast. That's not how we do it in Los Angeles. We pay our players, and then our players come through for us and win a Super Bowl. That's the difference between Santa Clara and the Niners. But it's crazy that these guys have to act like divas. Go on a podcast with a buddy. Oh, I might go to Washington. Oh, I might go to the Browns. Oh, hey, Tomlin, we kind of look like twins. As I'm alluding to, Ayuk sending a picture of that they look like twins, like trying to. And I know that it's tongue in cheek; they're just messing around, but that's not us unprofessional. And but then again, what's unprofessional too was when the Niners had Jimmy Garoppolo, they didn't want to give him a playbook, and he was on the sideline like a sideshow circus. And then they ended up asking him, "Can you come back, Jimmy?" When they were doing the Trey Lance thing, and they didn't know that Brock Purdy was going to be any good. That's just the way they do that. But despite that, they've had some great success because of the great players. Crazy. Willie Bones says, Winers coach gets its game plan from the same place. Wile E. Coyote gets things from Acme. You know what, Willie? On the Acme, we always saw that in those cartoons. ACME, Acme. I think that's how it's pronounced. My grandfather, in his cellar, had some of them big wooden crates. Those old school wood crates, and one of them had Acme on it. So that's a real thing. I didn't know that. I was why do they always put that on there? I would like to learn the history of that. But one of them had Acme. I go, hey, I was thinking the same thing of Wile E. Coyote. Love it. Saka says Trent Williams is gone too. That's more important than you. Trent Williams, listen, Trent Williams wants that guaranteed money, and he's long in the tooth, man. He's still good. He's still the best left tackle in football. But when he's gone, it's gonna suck, man. We know from experience with the offensive line jacked up, but now we have a good line. They just got to get back healthy, and it's not permanent injuries. Thank God. Knock on wood. Let's see. Steven says we eliminated Lynch free agent friendship by letting Browns do the contract. Now we see it. Will offer just below that. Smart move. Took longer, but very smart. Well, Steve, you have a right to your opinion, but in my opinion, is it should have been done before preseason. You take care of your players. One thing I want to say though too is a lot of people don't even mention this, but the Niners also own the Yorks, I should say, own Leeds United, the soccer team, right? Did you know that they aren't in the big? I forgot what it's called, but the big league. They lost, and they're in, like in the lower league, lower tier league. They lost a championship this year that would have put them back into the Premier League, the Premier League, and so that costed them a lot of money. They had to have a fire sale to get rid of some of the star players because they lost a lot of money. And so, could it be that they're being tight with the purse strings in Santa Clara because they lost millions of dollars and they had to have a fire sale with those Leeds United players? And they're not in the Premier League. They blew a chance to do that. Could it be that the purse strings are tighter because they lost millions of dollars with that other league? Where Stan Kroenke's Arsenal is in the big league and they won championships in recent times as well, and they're doing fine. But no one else brings that up because that does cost you. You got to put money out both places. Let's see. Steven says Bozo moved. Now they're gonna make him wait. Ayuk went to a meeting with the Niners with the QB from Washington. Yep, that was what I'm talking about. Yep. Also, the podcast he did as well. John Rupert says, who was even going to play on the O line today? Eye out for Stoops, O line depth and rookies on D. Yeah, let's get into that real quick. So we're going to do we're going to do the first play, the 5 players to watch. I haven't seen the starting lineup yet, but that's yeah, because we don't play our starters, so Steve Avila's not going to be there. Woo, Stetson, you better have your roller skates on, brother. You better have your roller skates on. I didn't even think of that because we're not going to play Dotson and Avila. So let's look at it. It's okay. He's a young guy. Let me put this in here. Let's see. Here we go. Let me get this a little bigger. So she said, see, hold on.
This is me and my brother Marty. That's my sister Nancy.
All right, here we go.
In front of my parents.
All right, 2024 preseason kicks off with the Cowgirls and Stetson Bennett, number 13, aka Brock Purdy, on steroids, so to speak, not literally. I say that because he's got a stronger arm. Let's see. Let's see. Rams head coach Sean McVay doesn't plan to play Jimmy Garoppolo in the preseason unless Garoppolo requests to. Interesting. Cameron Kitchens is a guy to look at. Kitchens has been one of the standouts in training camp, joining practice over the last week, displaying range, physicality, and concept recognition. I'm going to order pizza, baby, in a second. Tight end Davis Allen is another guy that I wanted to allude to. I really like this kid. The guy's got some athletic ability. Keep an eye on Joshua Cardi. Allen was here we go. Allen was moving throughout the OTAs and minicamp this spring, moving well, and the confidence carried over to training camp and joint practice. Listen, Davis Allen doesn't have any problem with his confidence. The guy knows he can play 6'6", 251. He knows he can play. Josh Cardi, ups and downs, but he's a player to watch because he's our main kicker. But he'll be fine. Cardi's a player to watch because of the kicking competition, and so Cardi is going to be the starter. But our other kicker is giving him some pressure, and I like that. Hold on. I want to see if I have the updated stats. If not, it's okay. On the kicking, I don't have the numbers. Oh, that's okay. So Tanner Brown, and a lot of people say, well, he might be the starter, but I think Cardi has a chance to be the starter. Warren McClendon Jr. Now, Warren McClendon Jr. is from Georgia, a national champion as well. Played with Stetson Bennett, and so there's the key thing there. He's been in big games in college. He hasn't played a lot in the pros. He's going to be a guy to watch, and I really look forward to him progressing, developing as a pro. He's a dog. He's been in big games in college, like I said, winning a national championship. Great to get him in there. Warren McClendon went up against 4 of the NFL's best pass rushers over the last week. Sunday will be an opportunity to get him continued reps, live reps, and build on what he's learned from those experiences. There it is right there. Warren McClendon, Joshua Cardi, the kicker, Davis Allen, Cameron Kitchens, and Stetson Bennett, who's the main guy that I really want to see. But it's going to be very interesting. Johnny Ripple says, with his age, Trent Williams not in camp probably helps him. Yeah, he's just chilling. He'll be fine. It's not that. It's just the turmoil. This guy has his hand out because Brock Purdy's going to back up the Brinks truck. Then he got Ayuk wanting some money. And then they're going to next year, listen, they have to win it this year, which I don't see it. They're not going to win it this year. There's too many things in front of them. The Rams, if they take off, can beat the Niners. I'm just telling you. I have the Rams sweeping the Niners. The regular season matters, but it doesn't matter in the big scheme of things. We're going to probably make as season goes on, the Rams doing well. They're fighting for the division crown. They're going to make a veteran signing here and there, like they always do. Aaron Donald might even be back for the playoffs. Who knows? But we'll see this. That's well in the future. But Trent Williams is my point. Is he's important? He's just chilling. He's not going to be playing anyway. But it's just more turmoil, because man, we got to pay this guy too. South says Trent, great tackle, but can't expect to play a full season. And he messed up in the Super Bowl. Don't forget that. That'd be like our guy Big Wit in the Super Bowl against the Bengals, having a couple of huge knucklehead penalties to start off the first drive. That's what he did in the Super Bowl. He's still great, but that was crazy. LA Rams has the sexies. Hollywood, Inglewood, and Los Angeles Rams, baby. Love it. Stockton's no injuries today. That's all I care about. Me too, man. Willie Bonus says LA Rams has the prettiest female cheerleaders, the Sunbeams. Yes, indeed. Back in the day. People says, I'll take that bet. We will sweep. We'll see, man. I'm just telling you. I just believe we are, man. I really not saying nothing against you guys. I just think it's time. The pendulum flips over, man. You guys beat us 17 times in a row. Back in the day when we had Tony Banks in the crew, Steve Walsh was our quarterback, Rich Brooks, the great Rich Brooks was our coach. The Rams had just moved to St. Louis after the woman who should be nameless ran us into the ground, and then we had to rebuild. And then before that, the Rams would win like 15 out of 18 games versus the Niners in the early 70s and late 70s. So that's just the way it goes. The pendulum will eventually swap back, or it'll be splitsville between the two teams yearly. Rebro says Broncos, Vikings, Bills, Bengals, and Winers, the five NFL franchises that have lost 3 consecutive Super Bowl appearances. Crazy. Yeah, man. When you got it, when you get there, you got to win, man. You got to win. You got to do what you need to do to win. Um, all right, guys. I'm going to call it a day. We'll be back on here later on tonight after the game. Willie Bones says Los Angeles Rams will win 5 Lombardi trophies. Love it, love it, love it. Steve says, despite what you hear, we got better. I like Pooney. Your offensive line is still suspect on the right side, though, Steve. We'll see what happens, man. But Kyle Shanahan is a genius when it comes to scheming with that offensive line, man. And Brock Purdy can move around, so that's what's good. Talks to Dodgers are off the charts now. Their young rookie phenomenal. Listen, I don't even watch the Dodgers no more. I get so irritated. All that money we have and injuries, and I just want them to do well, win in the postseason. That's all I care about. I don't even care that we've struggled at times. What was it, 2 or 3 games ahead in the league in the top spot now? We'll see what happens. River Ryan for the Dodgers out for the year. It's crazy. Back in the day, watches Rams. Yes, indeed. Rubio says, horns up, Ramili. Horns up, brother. Appreciate you. See you guys after the game. Willie Bones says, yes, Rubio. Yes, indeed. First time. Yes, indeed. And in case you guys missed it, real quick, Jared Verse is going to be him, baby. Here we go. 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 Where's my clip? Where's my clip? Where's my clip? Here we go. Jared Verse, baby. Jared Verse. Let's see here. 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 Where you at? Where you at? There we go.
You gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.
I love that, man. It's only one little play, but I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Everyone, we'll talk to you later on tonight. As we always say, may the Ramilia be with you. And Rams leaders, mount up. Let's go, Rams. All right, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you tonight. Hopefully, Rams wins. That's been looks beautiful, and no injuries, like Doctor said. All right, guys.